Hello everybody and welcome. This is part 2 of the UMBC Computer Science and Engineering Undergraduate Advising Project webpage. First off, I'm going to show you guys how we have our database table set up for the website. We've got advisors, which keeps track of all the advisor information, ID, first name, last name, and email. We have this table so that way we can have advisors add or remove advisors from the table in case they gain any employees or unfortunately may have to lose one. You never know. We also have a table for students where we keep track of different students that have been added to the database via creation of an appointment. We hold their ID, first name, last name, and major. Major is something that we'd like to keep track of. Because of that, we have a table for majors, and we've got it set up so that way the advisors can choose to take on more majors to advise, or they can remove some. We have the ones that have been given to us in the project guidelines instantiated in the table so far. Now we also have appointment times, and this is a very, very large table. We created a loop to instantiate this table from March the 2nd to May 1st, and for every day we have half-hour appointment slots starting from 9 o'clock and ending at 3:30. We do this so that way all of the possible appointment times have already been created. The advisors just need to go in and set availability for a certain slot. If the advisors by any chance ever needed to add a couple days where they could meet for advising, we can very simply set that up in a loop to add additional days. And then we also have an appointments table. This keeps track of all of the appointments that the advisor makes, and then once a student decides that they'd like to take an appointment, they get added to the appointment. Their student ID actually is what gets added to the table. And this particular table is a composite of primary keys from advising times, where we get the appointment number, students, where we get the student ID, advisors, where we get the advisor ID, and majors, where we get a major. And then we also have a fifth column open. This tells us whether the appointment has been taken by a student yet. So you notice where we see a student ID, that appointment is going to be a 0 for open, which means it's closed. And so that's the basic table setup. We feel like this is the best way to set the table up. It makes it so that everything can be as dynamic as possible. So let's check it out. So we're gonna go through here. We've got test user, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then major. We'll do it for computer science. It's important to note that we have it set up so whatever major is entered right here will be the appointments that are shown to us after we sign in. So right now we're seeing only appointments that are available to computer science students or to anyone. And just so I can show you guys that that is true, we're seeing at that 9:30 time slot right here, we're seeing appointments that are available only for computer science students. So that's basically how we have it so far here. Let's see. And then just real quick, to show you guys how everything works, we have a calendar. We instruct the student to choose a weekday between March 2nd and May 1st. So we start off on the very first day that appointments are available, which is going to be the 2nd. If they go to the 3rd, we'll see, it goes right here. Again, it tells us what we have right here for the table. And if we decide that we want to be smart and choose a non-weekday, it doesn't let us. It tells us that you have not chosen a day when appointments are available, and it instructs us to please choose a day when appointments are available. So we do that, and we can hover over this to select an appointment time, and then we click submit. And so test username has successfully created an appointment with an ARI, and then we can go up to this little drop down menu right here and log out. Just to verify, we can see that when we reload here, test username has been added right here, and if we go to students, we will see test username right here. So we've successfully created an appointment, and that was a group appointment as we saw. So just let's show you another one. So let's see. Okay, so new test username, and then if we do NU12345 major, we'll do computer science again, sign in, and then we will see that group has gone down to 1, and then we can add ourselves again just to show you guys that it's working. New test username goes in. If we do this right here, we will see that we have added him to the database, and check right here, and this is done. And then when we look one more time, we'll do last example. We will see that that student is no longer able to pick a time right here. So that's how we have it set up, and then so you notice that group, it will show if it's open because it will appear on the table, and it will show the number of slots left, just so students know, you know, how many slots need to be taken before the appointment disappears. And if it's a single appointment, I'll show you guys what that looks like right here. If it's a single appointment, it will just say single, and it will say if it's open or not. Again, if the appointment is taken, it just won't appear on the table, as you guys can see. So that's what it is for our student. For advisor, we have this just like this. This is the advisor sign-in right here. And then advisor is going to be a little bit different. So still very similar layout, but as we can see here, just how we added the students to the database, now the advisor is actually able to take a look and see the student IDs that have added themselves to the group appointment right here. It will say group appointment clearly if it's a group appointment, and then it will tell us the number of slots that are still available. This is saying that there's 0 slots available, so there are only 3 slots to begin with this appointment. And then this also shows us if there's a single appointment, as we can see right here. We have not gotten it to show which major it is just yet. We will add that in there at a later date. And then just another quick thing. So the idea, we're going to have radio buttons right here. When we click submit right here, it will bring up a print screen for the selected advisor for that day, and it will have a list of all of the appointments there. But another cool thing that we had, which one of our group members coded up, just want to show you guys real quick. So right now we have it instantiated so that Josh Abrams, he's got no one for his single appointment right here, but he's got someone for this single appointment and someone for this single appointment for April 20th. What this does right here is it shows us a week at a glance, starting at the current week. So right now, as I'm filming this video, it is April 21st. So if we click Show Schedule just like this right here, it brings up how we have it just laid out in the table right here. So it shows us no student just like this. It brings up the print screen, which again is cool. This is another thing that's happening right here. Please ignore this. I'm not exactly sure what that is right now. But that's basically what we've got so far. So we plan to make some more improvements on this project soon, such as being able to remove students from IDs, setting the different availabilities. We do have this so far, but it's in its beta stages. I can actually show you guys one last example real quick. We'll pick all this stuff. We'll say that we want from Monday. This is going to be the very first possible date. We'll pick it for the very last possible date, and then we'll say start at 1. And we'll allow them to pick any major. If we update the availability just like this, this is still pretty ugly right here. But when we go back to the advisor home just like this, we will see that now Josh Abrams does indeed have single appointments every Monday at 9 o'clock, as you can see right here. So I know this is a bit of a long video, guys. Thank you very much for bearing with me. I just wanted to show you all the different features that we have so far, and we hope to have a fully functional product in about a week or so.